in the church and everything like that. But as a kid, my dad didn't really, let me go to church with them like that. Not saying he wasn't like spiritual or anything like that, because he is spiritual and he's gotten better over the years. But it was just a disconnect there, and I didn't really get saved until my going into my senior year. That was the first time I ever got baptized.
I just saw that picture today. I was like, my son's in the Jordan River right here.
So like that led to me going to Bible studies and stuff like that. Like my junior year and stuff. They would always try to get me to go freshman, sophomore year, but I ended up one day after practice, like fuck it, like let's go. I actually went. One of my best friends, who was actually my son's godfather, and I just started going. Every week. Every 2 days a week. Then we start going over our pastor's house, like while I'm in college, for like little cookouts, chilling with his family and stuff like that. We all over there playing games in his backyard and whatnot. And then one night I was just in my room, like at school, and I was praying, and I just started like my body just started shaking, and I didn't know. I started crying. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is this? So I called my man who lived in the backyard, and he's actually one of the ones that brought me to Bible study. And he was like, yo, you just had your first encounter with God. So from that point on, like my life has changed at that point. Mm-hmm. But seeing how I was raised and knowing what I wanted from a young age, like I know I never wanted to have baby mamas. I knew that at a young age, seeing my dad and stuff like that. So the wrong things that I saw shaped my mind for what I wanted. Like that's what I'm saying. Being a product of your environment, that's real as fuck. But I feel like niggas gotta be stronger than that. Yeah. Because like if you really want something and you want your shit a certain way, you don't have to be like the way my parents raised me. I'm gonna take some of that shit and I'm gonna use it with my son. But a lot of that shit I'm not gonna use. I know. I see how they dealt with me.
What worked and what didn't.
Yeah. What worked and what didn't. And I think the thing that's gonna be different now with me and my parents is not how they raised me. Like I don't got no grudges or nothing like that about this and that when I was coming up. Now it's like, all right, I'll get more joy out of seeing how you treat my son, because that'll be like, all right, now I know if y'all would have did that with me, that would have been cool. But y'all doing that with my son now, so that's great. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so having the examples of not how I wanted my shit, and then seeing like my girl's family, like her peoples have been married for like over 32 years. You know what I'm saying? So seeing those examples, it's like that's it. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I always said that, but then I actually seen that. It was like, yo, I knew I wasn't saying this shit when I was younger for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's always examples, and I'll never be a product of my environment. I am, but I'm not.
You're a product too.
Product
to the environment.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fine. Wait, so as far as Lil Man, what will be the first item you put in his hand?
I mean, he has both. Like,
an option.
Yeah, he has.
So that is true. That is true. The option is there.
Legit, it says my first basketball on this shit, and he has my first football on that shit. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's gonna grow up and know that Daddy played football.
You're gonna have to choose like you did.
Nah, I'm not even gonna tell him that. Like, cause my dad was real hard on me. I'm not like, he was very hard on me, and like it worked. Yeah, like that was his way with me. You know, but with him, I'm not. You could do whatever you want. I'm gonna start him out early, put him in this, put him in that, make sure he stays busy as a kid so he doesn't get caught into the social norms now. We're having a fucking iPad in his hand 24/7.
At 3 years old,
every time he fucking acting
chilling.
up, get him the iPad to shut him up and shit. Nah, I want to do different things with him at this point. That I feel like that's gonna, like nowadays, that's a safety net for the kid, for the parents. Mm-hmm. Like, nah, I want to try something different. And then if it comes to that shit, fuck it. Like, but I want to do something different with him.
You gotta
Like,
test the waters out for
yeah,
real.
I want him to be his own person. Like,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
That's fire.
That's what you choose.
Shit, man. I mean, I could say that this is probably the first time that me and you had like a full blown out convo face to face. Cause I know a few times on Tuesdays we was playing at Remington.
Yeah, yep.
This nigga's going there dunking. I'm like, oh, this nigga's dunking and shit. They got little bunches, all of that. But
I wasn't a ball player at that point.
Yo, he started coming down 2 hands. I'm just like, all right, man, show off.
You can still see that you can play though.
Exactly.
That's the thing. And you won't even ever play. You know what I'm saying?
Still got it. Ray,
Athleticism.
I still be playing now.
fucking
I
Ray
play every
just charging
Tuesdays,
through
Thursdays.
niggas.
Word?
Yeah, every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Wait, out in Kansas, out over there?
Not while I was home.
Oh.
Yeah, at the LA Fitness in Stanford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ray be playing too?
Mm-hmm.
Ray a hack, son, on both sides of the floor.
He changed
Jesus
up on the court.
Christ.
He used to be a maniac on the court.
Yeah.
God, back in the day.
yeah.
I used to
Nice.
not even playing.
I'm talking
with
like
this
he's
man.
literally
Nice
running
back
back.
in the
He was nice,
on
but he was also still like mad strong.
He
and
played
physical.
football on
So,
the
yeah.
basketball court.
Like he was,
Nah,
he,
real
was
shit.
he was an animal. I'm
Nigga
like,
problem said
alright,
guard. I'm like, why me,
I'm not
bro? I want to
going
go
this-
this thing. I'm
this-
chilling tonight.
easy.
But I'll say it's definitely good to hear where your mentality comes from or see just how you came up, because now I know why when I would hear your name back then, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying that you can't recall the last time you felt nervous. I'm just like, oh yeah, nah, he's advanced. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that has to be either taught or learned. But
Right.
either way, you have to be the one that wants to be taught and also to learn as well. You know what I'm saying? I
That's the
definitely
crazy thing. I don't know if I was taught or I just learned that.
right,
I don't
right.
even know.
But either way, you had to commit to whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? At every level, we done seen dudes fall.
And you had a choice.
I knew dudes that was going to the league. I thought like, nah, he's going, son. He's going. He got caught up in X, Y, and Z.
Look at perfect example. Look at PJ. Everybody thought, I thought he was gonna do something.
Talent through the roof.
Right?
That's the
P blood,
mentality.
P blood. Oh,
Babe,
20,
one of the most
29 and
talented
13
but
at one point.
Murph messed him up.
Yeah,
And
Murph
his
messed him up too.
mindset and his mindset messed him
Exactly.
up. He messed his
Yeah.
own stuff up.
Exactly.
And he like that used to be my guy. He became a product of his environment.
That's real shit right there.
Like seriously. Like nothing bad against him, none of that.
Yeah.
But
Truth is the
it is
truth.
what it
At the
is.
end of the
He
day, truth is the
became a
truth.
product of his environment. For someone, that's why I say Noor Show has so many niggas that should have made it out.
And so many cracks where you could just fall
And so
through.
many that you could
So
fall
many
through.
cats could have made it. And also too, I always said Nourish Child kind of messes up because they only have one public school.
That too.
High school, like think about it. Like for example, on the basketball team, there's only 12 spots.
That's the
And
one
you got
thing.
40
And
dudes in the hood that can
there's
go
other dudes
D1.
there's other dudes
That's
in the
the-
high that could have been playing ball.
That's
You
the
know
one
what I'm
pass I
saying?
ever given Murph.
That's-
It was too much power. He didn't know how to handle all that power. It was like, all right, I got 35 guys that will be playing in the varsity basketball team at basically any other school. I can't put 35 guys on the team.
Yeah.
And he didn't know how to juggle that. He didn't know how to figure that out. And that
We
was
had a lot of students,
yeah,
man. Like
difficult.
It's a lot of shit going on.
difficult.
that shit is tough.
It's easy to, but like I said, bro, like you know, like I thank you for coming through and sitting down, chopping us, and letting us hear your story from the ground, from YTL all the way to fucking Kansas to off the field to going to hold your son that night. I definitely give you the ultimate salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? I pray you stay happy.
Thank you.
Pray you stay healthy.
And
You
you
know what
sound
I'm
happy.
saying? Nah,
I
yo,
always
I
ask
mean,
happy
like,
and healthy. Are you happy and
That's
healthy?
that's the most important thing, my nigga, because it's like, yo, I've seen it where it's like I had friends that legit like cry themselves to sleep at night sometimes because they're legit not happy because of the decisions that they made in the past.
Yep.
It's like, dog, I can never be that. Like, yeah, I might be unhappy about this at times, unhappy about that, but at the end of the day, no matter what, when I go home, no matter how bad a day was, like that shit is out the door because it's like I got my wife, I got my son, and I got my 2 dogs. I love my fucking dogs like
Oh, I see you a dog. Look,
You know what I'm saying?
You hype.
Nah, I got my 2 dogs. I
nigga.
cuddle up with my dogs. That motherfucker before I had my son. No, those was my kids. You know what I'm saying? They put every. It's so crazy how the little things in life make you put shit into perspective. And I never, and even as a kid, I never wanted to be that dude to say like, yo, I wish I would have listened to that one, or I wish I would have did it that way. Because at the end of the day, no matter how hard-headed my dad like thought I was, which I am, I'm still hard-headed because that's just my fucking nature.
Yeah.
But I always listen. Like I said, I told you at the beginning of the interview, I got fucking great ears.
Good eyes.
Great ears. And my dad always said you have 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth for a fucking reason. My dad always used to say that to me. And then as I get older, you know, I see different examples. I see the niggas I'm running with and this and that, you know.
One by one.
One by one. Niggas dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Niggas not doing what they thought they was going to do.
That's how it goes.
Going to
So
a couple
that's
baby
always how it
showers a
goes,
little
man.
earlier than expected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't have a plan. Niggas don't have a plan. And it's alright to not have a plan. But it's like, how you going to get yourself on the right track? How you going to formulate a plan at a certain point in life?
That's real shit, boss.
Yeah.
And that's the way to end the podcast.
That's the way to end it,
Look,
man.
man, we had Jordan Lucas, defensive back for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Look, star in his own right. The man has grinded. When you listen to this episode, you're going to see the grind. Bro, once again, good looks for coming through, bro.
Thank y'all for
Really
having me.
appreciate
Like,
it.
I needed this shit. This was nice. I haven't...
This is what we do.
Yo, this is what we
Bro,
do.
just
Tell
have
niggas
conversations.
come through, sip, and
Word.
chill. You know what I'm saying? Come through, sip, and chill,
But,
man.
This is nice.
Before you go, let the people know where they can find you on Twitter, Instagram.
Word. Any camps coming up, something,
Yeah,
anything you got for the
happening you got
community.
going? Yeah, word.
Okay.
At all.
Well, Jordan Lucas. You can find me on the Instagram at drop DROPP. Drop with 2 P's. And don't have a Twitter or anything like that.
Smart man.
small
Plug
way
up
to
that
do it.
Twitch.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Plug
I
up
was-
that
Instagram.
Twitch.
And my Twitch, I play 2K.